Hello everybody, and welcome to part 2 of this tutorial. I am just going to go ahead and start a live capture so I can show you some of the things that we can actually do there. First up will be view, so in top left corner, and here you can, you have zoom in, zoom out, but all that you can do on the keyboard like pretty much in any other program, so just control ++ or control -. It should be -, it says ++ here. I'm pretty sure that -- works as well. But in any case, you're able to configure which toolbars do you want to be displayed. So you have like main toolbar, filter toolbar. You can even punch this one for wireless toolbar if you wish, but I'm not sniffing traffic on wireless. I am primarily listening on my, at the moment anyway, I'm listening on my wired connection, so that's kind of pointless. But if you feel that some of these bars are actually obstructing your view or anything of a kind, you can just click on them and not have them there. They won't take up any of your space or anything of a kind. So you also have down here coloring rules. So you might think, oh, but didn't we do that already or something like that in the previous tutorial? Well, yes, for the text, background, and such things. But look at this. Here you have a current setup. So look, bad TCP packets, they will have this color and they will look so. These sort of packets down below will look so, etc., etc. So here you can actually see what colors apply to which packets and to the state of those packets as well. So just a nice tip there. If you can also customize them, you can also specify which colors you want for every specific package, and so on and so forth. Here you have import and export options here. I'm just gonna cancel that because I haven't done anything and I don't really want to mess around with that at the moment. Next up we have capture menu. So I'm just gonna yes, no, maybe, yep, there we go. All of these things we have already seen and done, but we haven't yet started to dig into capture filters. You also have this restart button. So it says restart, you have it in the main menu as well. So if you just have a shortcut, Control R, if you click on it, you see what happens is that the whole process will be restarted. But it hasn't prompted me whether I wanted to save the session or not, so that's generally not a good idea to do. I mean, you stand to lose a lot of data or something of a kind. Better just stop, save, and then start the session all over again without any sort of problems. The stop button is of course the red one in the upper left corner. In addition to that, you also have a lot of these buttons here, so we can take a look at them one by one. Have list available capture interfaces, and then you have these two gray ones, stop running live capture, which is a stop button, restart it, and then you have the next one is open a capture file. So this is a very nice feature. Obviously you can't do that while running live capture. That would make no sense, but suppose you were not, you could actually click on it and open a previously captured file, and it would be displayed just as a live session is displayed. Of course, you wouldn't continue on capturing, you would just be analyzing what you have already captured. Save file, which is pretty much the same like in any other program, or you can just you have a close option here. It's very simplified, pretty much for anybody to be able to, pretty much made so that anybody would be able to use it. Reload, very nice feature there to reload this captured file just in case you feel like you're missing out on something, or you feel that it's not doing what you wanted to do, or you've made some changes at the back end. So you can also use the search option. Let's just click on it and there we go. So you can search for a particular package, but generally I don't know, I don't use it. I mainly use filters and then find it, primarily because I wouldn't know where to start with a single package. Rather, instead you always find a group, and then within that group you try to find that which you need. So you have back and forth options as well, and go to the packet with number, yes, you can specify a packet. You can specify a packet number, but usually that's something you approximately just type in, and then around there you are able to find what you're looking for. Now these two nice looking errors are of great use to us. So for example, if I scroll, look, automatic scrolling is enabled, but if I scroll up, it's gonna stop scroll. The scrolling continues, but it's just gonna leave me on the screen that I am now. And I don't know, this is usually a lot bigger. So I don't know, let's say you are somewhere up here and this file gets really big. You don't want to manually scroll down all the way down to the bottom, so you just use this arrow that is highlighted now. You click on it and it should throw you at the bottom. Yep, there we go, and you're back at the bottom and you can see live incoming packets once again, no problems. Right next to these arrows there is you can enable and disable colors of these packets. So if this is annoying, if you feel that it's giving you nothing useful, these colors, you can just turn them off here and they will no longer be displayed. There you go, you see everything is now basically single color. Actually there are 3 colors in total that are a constant, but I like to have color turned on. Just makes the interface look nicer, and it does enable me to spot the things that I want to spot a bit faster, actually a lot faster. So manual zoom out, zoom in options, resizing of columns, you don't really want that. You can do that manually anyway by just dragging them here. So you see like hubs, there we go, protocol column has been expanded and contracted, real easy to do. Next up, again, you have coloring rules, preferences, shortcut for preferences, and you have a help bar here. I have never used it, honestly. If you need help with anything, well, the internet is there for you. Let's just say that you can always go there, find out whatever you want to find out. Okay, so next up would be this. You see this filter bar here? I'm just gonna type in DNS into it and I'm gonna press enter just to give you a glimpse of what is to come. We'll mainly be dealing with this filter bar. That will be our working space. Everything that we need to do, we will pretty much do in this filter bar. So you can click here on expressions, and there we go. These are the sort of expressions that you can use to filter various traffic. So I don't know, for all these different things, usually equals. This means the blue one means equals. Next one means exclamation mark equals. That's basically not. As soon as you have an exclamation mark anywhere in the programming world, it usually means not. So this means not equals, greater than, lesser than, greater than or equal, lesser than or equal, contains, matches, is present. I think there are a few others as well listed somewhere around here, but we will go through all of them once we actually start using our filters. But these things you do need to know. Equals, not equals, greater than, lesser than, and greater than or equals, or lesser than or equals. Those are the basic ones, and those are the ones that we will be using the most. There are some other logical operators with which we shall deal. I will show them to you. They're very simple to understand, nothing too complicated. For example, you can type in DNS here, or you can type in, and so obviously none of these expressions would be used now, but if we were to, I don't know, say an IP address, you could say source IP. Here, let me just show it for you. src, oops, sorry, ip.src equals, and I don't know, now here you would type an IP address. Let's go ahead, 192.168.1.1. There you go, and now you have apply. So as soon as you type in the filter, you need to click apply, or a simpler way would just to press enter, and it should clear them out. Yep, there we go. So all traffic coming, all traffic that has 192.168.1.1 listed as a source IP address will be listed here. But I didn't want to show a filter here, rather instead I wanted to show this expression, so it's equals equals. There are some others which you will need to know which were not listed there. You have and that, oops, nope, that's not it. God, there we go. And that means when you have multiple conditions that you want to link together, and when you want to say match this rule, and this rule, and this rule, and this rule, you just use ampersand signs, and that basically links all those rules together, makes them mandatory, so they all have to be adhered to. There's another one which is also used, basically this double line. In essence, that's OR. Just type. It is as if you typed OR. So you have one rule and then you have another rule, and you say basically either adhere to this filter or adhere to another one. If you didn't quite figure it out now, if you didn't catch it, don't worry about it. In the next tutorial we will start dealing with filters, and I will explain these things in far greater detail. You will understand it. I guarantee it to you. No problems. In any case, that would be it as far as the interface of Wireshark is concerned and its basic functionalities. Next up we will deal with filters, and that is the most interesting part of Wireshark. That is where this program truly shows its purpose and it shows you what it can do. I bid you all farewell and hope to see you in the next tutorial.